Hi, it's Hillary. If there were one posture that I would recommend, or one yoga movement that I would recommend for a pregnant woman to practice every day throughout the course of her pregnancy, it would be cat-cow. There's so many benefits to this movement that can help the body to feel so much more comfortable, even outside of pregnancy. But specifically during pregnancy, it helps to give you a little bit more space in the back, a little bit more comfort through all of those muscles that might be tensing up as the body grows heavier and starts pulling forward. The tilt of the pelvis gives a nice tone through the pelvic floor and through the deepest abdominal muscles, while freeing up a lot of musculature around the sacrum, around the low back area. At the upper body, the chest starts to broaden. There's more space to breathe, more space to open up. And even the space between the shoulder blades gets a nice stretch while lengthening out the back of the neck. Once the woman starts to move into the posture, moving back and forth into cat and cow, she can start to connect more with her breath and find a nice rhythm that helps her to get into a moving meditation so that she's thinking less about what the pose looks like, more about how it feels, and more about how she can feel connected to herself and to her baby. Let's take a look first at how we can do the posture from a seated position. If you sit up cross-legged with the pelvis in a nice neutral position, hands can come right onto the knees, fingertips on the knees. The tailbone lengthens down, the crown of the head reaches up, and with an inhale, the chest rises, the heart comes forward, maybe the gaze looks up. On the exhale, chin forward, shoulders forward, draw the belly in, hug the ribs in toward the midline, and round the spine out behind you. Start the lift from the pelvis, lengthening the spine, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze, breathe in. On the exhale, head drops forward, shoulders forward, ribs and baby hug in to round out the spine. And that movement flows in a steady, natural rhythm, following the pattern of the individual breath. This is a really nice modification for anybody with any knee pain, any wrist tenderness or carpal tunnel, or any pain in their shoulders, where it might hurt to come onto hands and knees. If hands and knees is an available position, we come into a tabletop and we start the movement from the tailbone. So the hands are positioned right under the shoulders, the knees are right under the hips. We begin by lifting the tailbone up, drawing the shoulders back and lifting the heart forward, rising up on the inhale. With the exhale, the tailbone draws down, the belly hugs in, hugging the baby, and the head drops between the arms to round the spine toward the sky. Tailbone back, heart forward, big breath in, lengthening through the crown of the head. And on the exhale, we reverse. Tailbone down, ribs hug in, and the head drops lightly forward. With each successive movement, there's a little bit more length in the spine, a lot more press through the fingertips to raise the spine to the sky. And then you can start to focus on the rhythm of your breath and how this feels in your body. Once the breath and body connection is there, options are open to add extra movement into the pose. So maybe the knees come a little wider, maybe the hips circle a little bit, maybe the head circles a little bit, releasing tension in whatever areas it might be showing up in the body, always connected to the breath. A practice to come into every day. Namaste.